Good morning, boys and girls. Mrs. Munoz is back. Today we are on page 63 in your student journal. So if you want to open up your student journal and remember our two colors, hopefully we've kind of become a pro at what they mean. Red means stop and watch. Green means go with me. Okay, so today our goal or our objective of our learning today is going to be today I will find a formula. Now, I know in third grade we don't do a lot of formulas. What a formula is like a rule. So I'm going to put rule in parentheses. So today I will find a formula or a rule to find area. So we're still going to be learning about area, but now we're going to try and find a rule where we won't be counting the blocks always. Okay, so we do have some vocabulary today. Now we're still doing area with rectangles. Remember when we first did area, we said all of our area is going to be rectangles or squares, which squares also are rectangles. They're just special rectangles. So our first one is length. Length is the long side, which that's easy to remember because L and L. So length is our long side. And then width is our shorter side. And then they just remind us what area is. The area is going to be the space inside this flat object. I'm sorry, the flat shape, okay? So this one looks a little different. I'm picking up my red pen, so you're not gonna see this. You might see something that looks similar to this in your book, but please don't do it with me yet. Right now you're just watching. Okay, so it says in my directions to draw 3 different sized rectangles on the grids. Well, because they had the grid paper for me, it's not going to be too bad. I can just draw any rectangles using the shapes. So maybe on this first one, I'm going to draw kind of a larger rectangle. And maybe here I'm going to draw maybe a smaller one over here in the corner. And it's nice that they have the lines for me to trace. And maybe over here I'm going to draw like maybe a really tall, skinny one. So they just want me to draw different size rectangles. Okay, so now let's look at what they want me to do with my rectangles. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see this better. Okay, now it says record the measurements of the rectangles on the chart. Okay, so let's look at rectangle A, because it says rectangle A. Length, remember length is my long one. Okay, so how long is this? Let's look at my long side. How many is it long? So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 squares long. And then width is the shorter side, the short side. And let's see how it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then they want me to do the area. So remember the area is just how many squares are inside. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There are 32 squares inside. Okay, let's look at our next shape for B, or my next rectangle. My long side is my length, so it looks like this was the longer one. So let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4 long. And my shorter side, sorry, that 4 looked a little sloppy. Let's rewrite it. My shorter side is 1, 2, 3. And then let's see what my area is. My area is the space inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's do our last one, shape C, which is a rectangle again. My long side is my length, so this is definitely my length. How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 long, and my width is 2. Okay, what is the area, is the squares inside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if that's 10, I bet this is also 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now that we filled in our chart, it says let's look at the relationship between the measurements. How is 8 related to 4 and related to 32? How is 4 and 3 and 12 related? And how is 10, 2, and 20 related? I'm not going to tell you, but if you think you see maybe a relationship between the numbers going horizontally, you can think about that. Let's see another one. I still have my red pen in my hand, so you're not doing it with me. Okay, again, they want me to draw 3 different size rectangles. So maybe this time I'll do maybe one that looks like that. Maybe I'll draw a small one here, and maybe I'll just make a huge one. Okay, because remember, squares are rectangles. Okay, so for A, they want my length. Remember, length is my long side and width is my short side. So how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my width is 1, 2. And my area is the squares inside. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, for B, ooh, it says long and short, but look at, one's 2 and one's 2. They're the same, so it won't really matter. They're both 2. And how many fit inside? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my next one, this is a big one. And this is also a square, so they're going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So since they're the same number, it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, this is going to take so long. I bet I can do a shortcut. If this row has 10, won't this row have 10? So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I just counted by tens. Okay, do you see a relationship? How are 7, 2, and 14 connected? How are 2, 2, and 4 connected? How are 10, 10, and 100 connected? Okay, again, I'm not going to tell you. See if you can come up with it. Okay, I am, though, going to pick up my green pen, and we're going to kind of look at some together. Okay, so I want you to open your book, if it's not open, to page 64. We're going to try one. Now, this is going to be a little bit hard because you're going to have to draw with me very carefully to make sure we do it together. Okay, so on A, what I want you to do is let's just draw a super tall, skinny rectangle right there. I'll give you a second. On B, we're going to do kind of a tricky one. Let's just draw a tiny one in the corner. I know, that's kind of a silly one. And then on C, watch how I'm going to draw this. See if you can do it with me. It's kind of hard. I went in one and went in one and went down. Okay, now let's try filling in our table together then. So for my shape A, remember length is my long and width is my short. So my long is definitely going to be this side. So how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what's my short side? Just 1. And how many squares are inside, which is my area? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, my shape B, look at, there's 1 and 1. So it doesn't matter which one's my short side or my long side. It's 1 long and 1 short. And guess how many squares are inside that shape? Just 1.
It's cute.
Logan, no thank you. On C, let's look at our long side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my short side is 1, 2, 3. And let's count how many are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, again, I'm not telling you the secret, but see if you can figure it out. How are 10, 1, and 10 connected? What's the relationship? How's 1, 1, and 1 connected? How is 8, 3, and 24 connected? I'll give you a hint. It is kind of like a mathematical equation. You have to add an operation in here. So if you're really stuck, here's my hint. You could put a mathematical operation there and an equal sign here. An operation and an equal. An operation and an equal sign. See if you can figure out what operation goes there. Okay. Let's try what we're going to do next. There is a page and it says structured guided practice on page 65. I'm going to actually have you skip that and I want you to go straight to page 66 and then I want you to go to 67 as well and do those 2 pages on your own and see if you can figure out what the formula is or the rule, and if not, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, so again, boys and girls, you're doing pages 66 and 67 on your own, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.